as the whole becomes a part, I strike to burn, and the flame returns.
Welcome back to the channel. G-Mac back with some thoughts, with some opinions, with some reactions. Wipe your feet off as you come in, hit the like button if you so choose, and hopefully you stay a while. And with that said, let's take this walk. So Anthony Edwards has been in the headlines recently for something he's been in the headlines for before. Making a gold digger raw and getting her pregnant, a business transaction.
Oh, that was just a friendly fuck.
Let's take a look at these texts leaked by the now baby mother that Anthony Edwards never wanted. All right, so the baby mother starts off at the top. Follow along. Maybe there's a lesson in it for us. Oh, one you might actually learn from this time. So I guess it's maybe there's a lesson in it for us, or one you might actually learn from this time. Anthony Edwards responds, I'm not trying to king. Typo, learn. And then her, she's obviously a 38-year-old, obviously, but learning might actually help you move differently so you don't keep revisiting the same situations, if that makes sense to you. Talking to him like he's a young man or someone she probably shouldn't have with in the first place. Go figure. Anthony Edwards responds to that, okay, LOL. And she responds, God, long paragraph, shorty. I'm not trying to go back and forward with you, period. Already, you seem bullheaded on defense for whatever reason, and we ain't even got to get into that. She don't want to get into that because she already planned to put these texts out ahead of time, and she already knows that she did some bullshit. She don't want to get into that, obviously. But I'm grown enough to cut to the chase, because I'm grown enough to accept the consequences of my actions rather than you're ready to accept yours. What were the actions, shorty? Let's not get away from that. Let's not do that. On that note, we can't have this conversation now or later in person or text, but the situation has become deeper than we may have intended, and being childish, running away from it, won't make it go away. I'm pregnant. Wanted to tell you in person, but you gave me no other choice. We probably should have kept it cordial, but we're here now. Okay, Anthony Edwards, okay. LOL. Get the abortion, bitch. She responds, I don't need hush money. Why would you respond that? I don't know who mentioned anything about hush money. All I see is, okay, get the abortion. I don't know. I don't need hush money. My intentions aren't to blackmail you in any way. I'm being upfront and honest. I'm not getting an abortion. It's not an option. Why is it not an option? I know you was one of them. I know you was out here talking about my body, my choice. You know what I'm saying? In this last election, I know. I know. Even pregnant, I know. You was still like, my body, my choice. I should be able to get an abortion while you was keeping this man's baby. I know. I can keep you updated through the process, or I can disappear until the baby's here. It's on you. Either way, I'm done going back and forward because you still think it's a joke. Anthony Edwards responds, oh my God, man, bye. Whole bunch of laughing emojis. Then she responds, not bye, see you later. Probably the next day, or probably later that day, or the next morning. Anthony, do you hate me? Anthony responds, yes. It says he's, but it's yes. Because you bringing a child in the world that's gonna be without a father. Anthony has, I don't know if it's been clear to you, but it's been clear to me. Anthony does not want this child. Anthony does not like this girl. Anthony just, and he's a rich guy who said he'll deal with the consequences. She responds, I'm not asking you to be with me in any way, shape, or form or fashion. If you choose to be a complete ghost to your seed, that's totally up to you. Little guilt trip. Like the guilt trip gonna work on the dude who's proud of actually telling you, I'm not gonna be a father. That's something you'll have to take on with a higher power. Hard to believe when I'm guessing she said father, when you fathered a kid outside your own. But I come in peace. We come in peace. Dispute what you may think. I guess that's despite what you may think. And I'm not sure how or when to communicate with you without overwhelming you. The shade is crazy. But we are clear on how you feel. Anthony Edwards, cutting right to the chase. I won't be in that child life I don't want, bro. You are sick.
Hey man, that's what I'm talking about. Man, he cold on him, man. He got that from your boy.
What doesn't she get? I mean, look, back in 2023, he went viral for trying to entice an IG model to get an abortion. I believe for like $100K. The rhetoric from him then with Shorty was the same rhetoric he used with the current one.
Oh, that was just a friendly fuck.
Shout out to that bootlick Uncle Luke. But I digress, because Edwards clearly let the girl know that her game ain't new, and she knew what it was. He knew that she knew what it was.
Oh, that was just a friendly fuck.
For the final time, thank you, Uncle Luke. From Ant-Man's standpoint, I you raw because I'm a careless ass with money. You get pregnant, I give you more money than you've ever seen in your life for the abortion. Like the $100K, for instance. And that's only like a game check. Where she up at, besides leaking these texts like a bird brain that make it clear that she, in an indirect way, blackmailed this man into a baby. You can't tell me she wasn't one of them hoes talking about my body, my choice around the election, fighting for her right to have an abortion. While pregnant with a baby, was offering money to have the abortion 4 months prior. But she got greedy. Thought she could get pregnant somewhere else and have her baby on California soil like an illegal immigrant. You know, because California has stricter child support laws. And she was denied. Greed gets you nowhere. But what do I know? Hopefully everything goes well. Like, subscribe, comment if you like the content. Hit the notification bell. And with that said, hopefully you've been entertained and informed while passing this precious time that we have. And hopefully I've earned your sub. I go by the name of Mac. This has been Doing It for GP. Till next time.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here.
Never did me, I spit the truth. Call you aware, fear-driven niggas get the boot. All of you squares couldn't fit up in my circle. All of us rare and will hurt you severe. Slow your roll, nigga, patience is a virtue.